What's up, folks? Your boy Paris. We're in Oklahoma today. Got Addie.
Yo.
We're working on a new music video. Just figured we'd do some behind the scenes stuff. We borrowed Addie's mom's Jaguar. However the villains say it in all the Bond movies. You know, it's a really cool car. So we're gonna do some footage inside the car. I think it'll really work well with the theme of the song. And you know, so maybe a few scenes with some actors. We don't plan these things out. We just kind of wing them and then hope for the best. So yeah, if you're actually seeing this footage, that means everything worked out and we're good to go. So stick around. We'll have more content coming up for you here in just a second. Nice. All right, guys, we're shooting some behind the scenes stuff here in the alley. It's super cold, so we're not gonna try to take forever. This is going to be some kind of B-roll stuff that we're going to use on the guitar solo section, or at least attempt to use. So I'm going to give the camera to Josh. He's going to be our B-roll guy.
I'll do this a couple more times.
What's up, guys?
A couple different faces and a couple different things, just so you can pick the best.
Yo, Chris.
Because I was smiling and that could be awkward too, so I need some like straight faces or some mean mugs. One more.
All right, so this is actually a shot that you can use using the Insta 360 Shot Lab if you have one of their cameras and their app. Okay.
Now we got a couple different faces. More than just.
So essentially, this is another DIY video for all you folks out there in bands that don't have a big budget. I'm going to show y'all how that you can use some basic gear to be able to shoot your own music videos. We're using an Insta 360 1x2 360 camera for some really cool, like I said, just kind of filler footage. And the rest of the stuff is going to be shot on this Z Fold 5. I actually shot the last video on an iPhone 14, but we're going to try out the Samsung this time. And so we're going to continue on with Addie here. Most definitely my humble opinion that the iPhone 14 Pro Max had a way better camera than the Z Fold 5, but you work with what you got, and I think in this situation the camera worked fine.
Maybe one more face. One more face. I'll do two faces at every spot, because then you can pick the right face. Depending on angles, and I tend to have like a family that's cursed.
Just turned off on me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Hey, wipe that screen, lens. Get up. Ready? Wait. Now. Okay. And let's get a few more. So I honestly don't know if all or any of this footage will be usable. So that's why you just kind of take as much footage as you possibly can and hope for the best.
Should I turn my head with the camera when I do that?
No.
Like, so if I'm going to do that, or should I just stay and go all the way over to the other side of my head?
Stay. The one thing that I didn't touch on in the behind the scenes, really I should have had Josh and the rest of the behind the scenes crew follow us back to our final destination, but I didn't get the shot that opens the whole sequence for the music video, which is basically where I took the 360 camera, I put it on my monopod, we rolled down the windows of the car, I stuck the camera all the way through, and as Addie opened the door and started stepping into the car, well then I pulled the camera slowly back through the window. So that's how we pulled that trick off. I can show y'all how we did it later if anybody really wants to see how, but maybe you get the gist of it. Alright.
And one more face.
Right after this sequence, we'll show you exactly the shots that we were able to use from this little bit of shooting here. So I'm hoping that the rain droplets are not going to affect the video. So we're done with that camera for now.
Okay.
It's freaking cold. 4K 30 is still fine. Most people's cell phones, computer screens, and hell, even most people's TVs are. If you're rocking a 10-year-old TV, you got 1080p technology and not 4K anyway. So we're gonna go and walk down. Start down here.
And then we'll walk back up.
Now that's gonna be in my shoes. Here we are in the natural habitat of rock stars. Henry, you must not wipe them. We don't want the stars to either. Let's go.
I know it's gonna be a bitch, but yeah, let's get you right in the center. And go ahead and start the song. We're gonna only do, basically we're doing the choruses walking down the alley.
Okay.
So just go ahead and play, and then as the chorus starts,
Just go ahead and press play.
just go ahead and press play.
I haven't warmed up, so if my voice.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm recording the whole thing. But just be prepared that whenever the chorus comes on, we're gonna start walking this way. Or we may start walking right before the chorus. Go sing into it though. So basically, I'm still trying to keep the camera where I can visually see it since I don't have another screen to look at. The AI tracking feature on the Insta360 Flow is actually pretty spectacular. So if you want to see more about this gimbal later, we'll touch on that as well.
Just for the night, and I'm gonna lay by your side, and I sit and pretend that you're mine, pretend that you're mine, pretend that you're mine.
So the most of the footage from the first run down the alleyway did not get used. We did use the second run, but we learned a lot on the first run.
And I don't wanna be alone tonight. Could you come and stay just for the night? And I don't wanna lay by your side, and I sit and pretend that you're mine, pretending so I'm alright. I'll drown the lake, seeing blurry lines, and I don't wanna be alone tonight. Could you come and stay just for the night? You could come and lay by my side, and I don't wanna be alone tonight. Could you come and stay just for the night? You could come and lay by my side, and I sit and pretend that you're mine, pretend that you're mine, pretend that you're mine.
Beautiful. Killer.
Yay!
Fucking, we almost made it down that whole thing.
I was less awkward today.
Let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's run it from the very top, and I want to actually just walk the whole fucking song.
Okay.
Because I think maybe we can make it down the whole alley, and
And then we'll have
Still
one
being
for a
good
shot
camera?
or anything.
Yeah.
Always jump back to that.
Appreciate you doing that, boss.
yeah. So I feel like that actually went pretty well.
Yeah.
I like the angle that we were getting. Obviously, we're getting little sprinkles, and hopefully that doesn't affect the cameras
I feel
too
like
much. But
I didn't look like I don't know what I do to do with my
no,
hands.
you did great. As a matter of fact, all that movement was perfect. So we're gonna do one more. We're gonna shoot just so we have a little extra footage. Then we're going to move on to the next location where we'll use our drummer Josh to and his beautiful wife Liz for some scenes. And let's go ahead and sit back up.
I'm not the beautiful wife. I'm Josh.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, run for a second because I felt like part of me being so comfortable was I was very warm. I felt warm.
Yeah.
So.
Race it. Oh, no. Okay.
Don't trip and fall and scrape your knee.
Ooh.
Right.
'Cause I ain't got no Neosporin.
Yeah, me neither.
You want to stop recording right now, or?
Yeah, sure. I guess that's. I do want to say that Josh and
I'm already rolling
Josh's
here.
friend that I can't think of at the top of my head. I'm sorry about that, pal, right now. But y'all did a great job at running all the behind-the-scenes B-roll footage, man. So thank y'all guys for that.
Music. 3, 2, 1.
Players come in, start walking. Actually, go ahead and start walking.
Tell me what you like from me, or will you leave me there? You and me were history, now we're just a mystery.
So the really only thing that could have really made this any more epic is if we could have got some steam rising in the alley or smoke or whatever. But also too, if anybody would want to be interested in maybe seeing my editing workflow, I will make a video on that as well. Just let me know.
It's in your mind.
All right.
Nice.
That's a wrap for this particular area.
I don't know how
On top of, go ahead.
I don't know how the drunk stumbling seems, but
We'll work with it. We'll see
Yeah.
what that looks
We'll
like.
see what it looks like.
We'll see what
I
that looks
think- I
like.
think
And
it came to me
I
last
like
minute.
you, kind of ad-libbing a little bit. That was fun.
trying to figure out.
On top of having the Z Fold Flip, Z Fold 5, which is not Samsung's best camera system at all, I still think that footage looked great. And we're also using the Insta 360 Flow gimbal, which is an amazing tool. It was tracking Addie the whole time, so that the camera never went out of frame. It's always tracking her. And then of course, I got it above her a little bit, so we got a really cool angle. And now we're gonna move to our next location, which will be a little bar out in Meade, Oklahoma. We're in Durant, Oklahoma right now.
And they have no idea we're coming, so hopefully they're
Yeah, they
cool
have
with
no
us.
idea we're coming because that's how we roll.
I go there all the time though. And
Like I said,
the owner
we
knows
just
me.
there's no script. Eddie and I kind of discussed a little bit. I listened to the song. I drove down from Texas and listened to the song, which of course wrote the song. So, but we talked about what we thought. Basically, we designed the whole video in the last 5 minutes when we scouted the location. So, and now doing the whole thing. I wasn't really expecting to do the whole video down, but as I was watching her move, I thought this is going to make some really nice shots, and I may want to use more of that footage. So I at least want to be able to have that option. So that's why we shot the whole video all the way down. So, all right, let's go to the next location.